everyone, welcome back to the STRUM show. Today I have one of my favorite band here on the show. I'm happy and excited to present them. They are the band called Prophecy. You may not have heard about them, but I'm sure you're gonna fall in love with them after a while. And then they are the band who drew influences from a big band like Limp Bizkit, Korn, Slipknot, Disturbed, Rage Against the Machine, Deftones, and yeah, so on. So their genre belongs to the new age metal as well. And the band lineup consists Trippia the vocalist, Shatpuya the guitarist, Lana the drummer, and Wall the bassist. But unfortunately their bassists have passed away a few years back, so their friends mourn for it, but then they have come back, pull it together, and they have their strength because of him and come back and have another new song, an interesting and beautiful song. So before we know them, here I have one of their famous song called Fate. Enjoy, guys. Okay, here we are, the band I'm talking about, the Prophecy. So I will go right to their guitarist. This is Shatpuya, of course. And can you please tell me the story behind your group, your band, how you form, how you guys meet together? And I think there are some interesting stories behind it. Can you please share us?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank you guys for having us. What I want to say about the band is that we formed it 12 years back.
12 years back, yeah. Okay.
The lineup was also different then. Then I'm the co-founder with Zonuna, our former bassist. He's the former bassist, and he was the person who named the band also, Prophecy. During that time, as a teenager, we are just merely teenagers. We were excited about music, but there are no jam room.
Yeah, no place for practicing.
Yeah, no place. So church was the main platform for us. So during the time we tried to be a gospel band, but we think that it was very inappropriate for us to scream and growl at the church. So we turned the band into a secular band, and that's how we formed the band.
All right.
Okay.
So before, who were your bandmates?
Zonuna, yeah, the co-founder and the bassist was the part of the band, and Zawa was the rhythm guitarist during the time, and Litoa, the former Magdalene bassist, was also our drummer too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you were playing the guitarist as well. Yeah. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for that. That was quite an interesting story. I know there were like we were lacking of a place to practice, right? So I know many bands are there who need a place. I hope, and we hope that they will get that a bit later on. Okay. So we will go on. I wanted to ask you about the songs, the lyrics. Most of the time, who composed it? How do you come up with the lyrics? And is there any interesting stories to share?
Nothing interesting stories in particular, but the second song, Inside, mostly the song is composed by our vocalist, Trippy. And Trippy also have some name on it. I don't know about the Fate lyrics, but Inside was about a struggle in this music industry. Then he was talking about he was never going to give up, although the financial problems and the family problems, you know. Yeah. The song was about the breakthrough, like a prophecy.
A real fighter, right?
Yeah, like a real fighting in life and in music, of course.
Okay.
So this is just about the lyrics.
All right. So we were talking about Fate and Inside, and what about the other lyrics that you have? Is it more or less similar with that kind of song, or?
I think it's quite similar with all of our songs, mainly because, as you know, the vocalist Trippy was struggling, let's say, a bit harder than us.
All right, all right.
Because he was kind of he had a vision. One vision. He had one vision that he would like to share with the bandmates. So he was pulling us inside, pulling us to that story of his.
Okay.
So that was the main source of the lyrics, let's say.
All right, all right.
So I don't know much else about the lyrics. I'm just the drummer. So anyway, I was joining late in the band. Before Trippy invited me at the band, I was not into metal music.
Okay.
So when Trippy invited me, I said, yeah, let's do it. So
you just give it a try.
Yeah,
so did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy playing
with
them?
I did. I did very much so. So because they were all, Trippy, guitarist Trippy is my childhood friend as well. So we have a connection in and out of the music business. So yeah, he was a good experience.
I can see that he's a huge inspiration for you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, what a friendship. That is interesting. Thank you. So you have started from a chapel, from a church, and then you've grown so much during those 12 years. I know you must have a lot of achievements to highlight today. So can you please tell me what are the achievements that you have got till date?
Yeah, I'm going to start with the most important one. Yeah, for us is that we are selected as the 15th best band among India to perform at GR 2009.
All right.
So that was
pretty big, right?
Yeah, that's quite big for us. We have won the runner-up at NIT Silchar, IIT Kanpur, and Campus Indian Rock Idol.
IIT Guwahati as well.
Yeah, IIT Guwahati as well. Yeah, and we have been the winner at World North Africa Day Beat Contest at, here in Mizoram, and I think it's the MZP Beat Contest. We also won the MZP.
Yeah, I think it's an inter-college.
Yeah, inter-college beat
back
contest.
In 2006, right? 6 or 7.
Yeah, around 6. Yeah, that's some of our achievements, and we also won some individual prizes as well.
Like best drummer, best drummer.
Yeah, for me personally, the first achievement I've had was back in 2005 at MZE Beat Contest, All Mizoram MZE. So that, I think I was around 18 years old back then. Even my mom was there.
Okay.
But the band, sadly, the band didn't get any position, right?
Okay. What was the name of the band?
Prophecy.
Prophecy. Okay.
Yeah, the same band.
The same band.
Then after that, the next one was at IIT Kanpur, best drummer and the best bassist as well, which was the biggest moment in my life that I can recall till day. And the next was at NIT Silchar and IIT Guwahati, and after that the intercollege MIZORAM and the World No Topico Day in MIZORAM as well.
So you have had quite an interesting history, right? Okay, what would be the most memorable moment for you?
Our first outstation gig, I think, at Roorkee, IIT Roorkee. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a competition, and we lost.
You lost
but
it? Okay.
yeah,
But
that's
you
our
still have,
that's our breakthrough for us.
Okay, yeah, sure.
We try harder, we practice more and more. So that's our first step for achieving this kind of that helped me a
I
lot.
think we even have a camp like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We bunked it. We crashed at Treatware's place. For like 2 weeks, we run in the morning. We jogging because for a heavy metal bands back at the time, it was not just about the music. It was about also the stage performance, headbanging, all the 360s and such. It was a lot of fun and a lot of sad moments as well.
So you did a lot of headbanging as well?
Yeah.
Didn't you grow your hair long?
Yeah, all of us. We all have our hair grown.
Okay, must be interesting to see. All right, thank you so much for the history.
Might be this long.
Really? So before we move ahead and talk about the demise of your bassist, I would just like to ask about one question. You said that you have changed the lineup of the band, right, before? So I would like to know how you come up with Lana and also Walwal, and then how you formed the current lineup band, like the band. So how did you guys get together?
First of all, let's start with Trippy, okay? He was our neighbor, Trippy, our vocalist. So he used to be a part of a male vocal band during the day. So I asked him to join the band, and I didn't know during that time he listened to some new metal stuff like that. So he was very excited to join the band. Then he came in. Then we thought that things are going to be good and we are going to be active. But the others left us, like Zonuna and Zawa. So the two of us remain, and then we call him up. We call Lana. We call Lana up, and I used to know that he used to listen to Korn, but I don't actually know that he played drums. So someone told me that Lana played drums too at the church. Again at the church. So I called him up, and we didn't know during that time he had a great skills too. Just because he listened to Korn, we just took him in again. So it's the three of us now. Then our beloved Wala. Let me talk about him. He during that time he was too young, so he himself asked us to join the band. So can I join the band? During that time he was too young. Then we even rejected him 2 times. So but we are very in need of a bassist, and we want to be an active band. So we just take him, so to fill the spot, we gave him place. And I think Wala is our transformation for us.
Okay.
The one we nearly rejected transformed the band into something with. He has a great creativity, you know. He liked jokes also. It was a very, how will I say, it was a,
he was a fun person to hang out with. Okay.
So that's how we meet up.
All right, okay, thank you so much. And then let's talk about Wall again. I don't know, talking about him may even break your heart again right now. Yeah, you have mourned for him so much, right? So I would like to know what kind of person he is after, apart from being able to hang out with him was fun. So apart from that, what kind of person he is and how much influences he have on you as a bandmate as well. Okay, so a little bit of stories of him.
Personally, for me, he was more like a brother to me because we would hang out like even at 6 in the morning as well. Every time he feel the need to have a company, he just called me up and I would be there. Like, he's literally like my brother inside music and outside. I was into hip-hop before Shrepuya and Trippy invited me in. Back then, me and Wala also was very into hip-hop as well. So before we even have the chance to play with each at the same band, we already have a connection. So at the time, he was more into like progressive music as well, and he also lead us into musically. He lead us into that. It was a huge transition, like musically.
Okay.
So he also took many achievements like best bassist and like in IIT Kanpur and IIT Silchar as well. The same amount that I've had. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not bragging, but I say like Valpuya, he's like a leader. He has a very good leadership quality in him. He was a funny person. He was a funny guy. Always up to something, always down to something. Even at the time, we even got into a fight sometimes because that's what brothers do.
That happens, right?
Yeah, and even when every time the fight breaks up, we
They're
like
gay.
Yeah. Even our girlfriends was jealous about us. Sometimes you should call up your boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I miss everything about him, musically and like a friend, like a brother. He was a good person. Then he was more of an inspiration to me because he taught me so many things that I would have never learned till today, like musically, like as in a person. Yeah, that's just about it.
Okay. Anything for you to say about Wal?
I share
you agree with him?
Yeah,
All right. So, is there anything that you want to say before we end the interview?
I would like to say something. If you are into music, don't be like copying some other person's character or personality or their taste of music. Just do your own thing and fight what you love, fight for what you love, and never stop dreaming and never stop acting.
Yeah.
Never stop doing what you love. That's my message to all the viewers out there.
All right, thank you so much. That was interesting. Aim high and let the sky be the limit, right? So I wish you all the best for your future perspective or anything that's going to come up to you, all right? So I wish you all the best. All right, that is the end of the interview with the Prophecy Band. I know parting is always such a sweet sorrow, so that's why I'm going to end this show with a sweet surprise and a special treat. Here I have inside for you. Enjoy.
These days it looks to me like maybe I'm getting back my sense of smell. Deep inside my heart it rhymes so well, but it's hard for me to tell which way the wind blows. Cause I ain't got a flow, so feel so hollow. And it seems to me like maybe I should have given up myself just for one, but I can't. When I wake up in the morning from my sleep, I keep asking myself, what should I do? But I just can't make it out. I'm lost, I'm broken, now I'm breaking down. Sometimes I think my whole world is burning down, but the pain that I have deep inside of me can't be found.